Hello, welcome back to Jack and Wealth, and this is your host Jackson. Today we'll be talking about the history of Nigeria. We'll focus on certain aspects of Nigeria, that means the pre-amalgamated period and the post-amalgamated period, and also Nigeria in detail. Let's go. Before 1914, the amalgamation of the northern and southern protectorates, the region known as Nigeria, was a home to diverse ethnic groups. The political entities are complex and varies in governance and geographical demarcations. The geographical landscape of Nigeria's pre-colonial geography comprises of various ecosystems. Savannah in the north, forest in the south, and river basin such as River Niger and River Benue that connected the region. The geography influenced settlement pattern and trade. The northern region, primarily influenced by the Sahara, was a home to large city and state empires like the Hausas and the Fulani Sokotos caliphates, which thrived on sub-Saharan trade. The forested southern region, home to the Yorubas, the Igbos, and the Edos, have different kingdoms and trading routes that connected them to coastal areas and Atlantic economy. Politically, the territories were not unified under one nation, but Nigeria's landscape was dominated by different independent states and kingdoms. With a unique system of governance in the north, the Kamen Borno Empire and the Sokoto Caliphate was established in 1804 by the Fulani Jihad. We are centralized Islamic state with vast territories, which operated a feudal system where local emirs ruled under the authority of the caliph. Oyo Empire of the Yoruba people was a major political force until the 19th century alongside the Benin Kingdom, which had a highly centralized political structure, and it is renowned for its sophisticated art and trade with the Europeans. The Igbos, highly decentralized, organized their societies in village democracy. Unlike the northern states, the southern governance was less centralized, with leadership based on councils and elders rather than monarchies and caliphates. The European contact of the region, known as Nigeria, started in the 15th century with the arrival of the Portuguese. The Portuguese were the first European nation to extensively explore the coast of West Africa. Motivated by their search for wealth and new trade routes, the Portuguese interaction with the West African coast set a new stage which changed the landscape of African economic, political, and social structure. In the mid 1400s, the Portuguese explorers initiated trade with the West African society, including the Benin Kingdom and the Niger Delta region. Focusing on resources like gold, spices, and slaves, the Niger Delta region became a key region for trading posts and forts established. Initially, European trade with West Africa was balanced, exchanging clothes and firearms for ivory, pepper, and slaves. The 16th century rise of the transatlantic slave trade increased European presence in West Africa, with the Portuguese leading early slaves exports to the Americas, particularly Brazil. Coastal Nigerian communities like the Yorubas, the Igbos, and the Efiks acted as middlemen. By the 17th century, the Dutch, the French, and the British joined. Competing for dominance in the slave trade markets, Lagos, Calabar, and Bonny, the Kingdom of Benin benefited economically immensely. But the trade had long-term effects. Christian missionaries arrived in the 19th century, influencing the local communities. Britain gained control of southern Nigeria in the 19th century through treaties, using military force and diplomacy and exploiting internal conflicts, signing treaties with local rulers. By 1861, Lagos had become a British colony. During the 19th century scramble for Africa, the British expanded their control through military conquest aided by the Niger Company, which led to the creation of the Northern Protectorate in 1900. European contacts, beginning with the Portuguese, shifted from trade to colonization and exploitation. By 19th century, Nigeria was firmly under British rule, impacting its political, social, and economical development.